All right, so here's an F-250 I did for some friends 8 years ago. I'm redoing the roof, hood, and a new tailgate.
All right, got the seam sealer getting stripped out of here. You can see where it was rusted. Ooh, rusted underneath. I've got to finish chipping out the other side. I'm going to treat the rust and then prep the roof and the hood and re-squirt those. And then I've also got to do the tailgate. So you can see where it was running down the side of the truck, staining it where the rust was. I think y'all can see that. Anyways, we'll see how this goes.
So here's a trick that a friend of mine taught me, basically covering the vehicle with plastic, outlining it in tape, and really speeds up production. In the past, I didn't know you could take and just paint right up against plastic, but certain ones you can. You definitely got to make sure that the one you have is compatible with that, but if not, it'll fling paint off into whatever you're painting as the coats dry between coats, if that makes any sense. So, works out well.
All right, so as you can see, I got the plastic stretched over top and it's all pressed down to the tape for a back mask. You gotta make sure it's pressed down real good. And then basically you take a razor blade and right on the tape, just barely go across it. You don't press on it or anything, you just let it glide across there. Once you've been doing this for a while, you know how much you need to press to where it doesn't cut through the tape, to where it only, whenever you pull the plastic, it'll help if I record what I'm doing, it only peels the plastic up instead of peeling the tape off. So as you see here, it leaves the, gotta make sure you don't leave nothing like that. Leaves the tape down and peels the plastic right up. So that's the gist of it. You go around the whole truck or whatever you're painting and peel it all back. And you can't do this with just any plastic. You gotta make sure you use plastic that you can paint over, because between coats, the paint, it'll fly off and land in your paint. I don't know if I stuck the correct side down because it accidentally flipped over whenever I started pulling the plastic out. So whatever it is at this point. We'll find out in a minute. We'll go around, peel all the plastic up, and start painting.
Well, I forgot to record painting the truck, but it wasn't nothing but me dancing around, waving a paint gun up in the air, so you'll have to skip that part.
All right, so it's all masked off. Now I just gotta wax and grease remover it and tack it. I'm gonna show you one thing. So I did all this, it turned out real tight. I got one little pinhole right here I need to cover. But so right here, where the plastic goes up and it folds over itself, you gotta make sure if you have any spots like that, that you go over it and you tape it so that air can't blow up through it. But it's all ready to go. So time to tack it all and squirt it. Got it finished out here other than the tailgate. It's got a little bit of trash in it, but I think it'll be all right for a work truck. Truck needs to be washed. It's got dust all over it. So, see the roof.
All right, so as you can see, this thing was covered in bodywork. This truck had a rough life in its previous years to my friends buying it, and I basically redid it for them. And then after it was done painted, as you see here, it was completely fine, but they had never had anything cut and buffed. So here I sanded it and I buffed it out to damn near a mirror finish, as you can see right now. You can see the reflection really nice. Truck turned out pretty good, and it's held up pretty good over the years, so here it is.